Capitalism and colonialism have really done a number on us, but we can learn a lot from the human body about why embracing self-awareness, self-love, and self-acceptance is key to undoing its impacts. I learned that in many traditional indigenous societies, sickness is viewed as being caused by an imbalance in the body, whether too much acidity, too little alkalinity, hormones out of sync, chi blocked, or a loss of cellular diversity. Western science also tends to agree with this, that the body thrives on this sort of equilibrium, that every system is designed to maintain balance, to communicate, and to keep this growth in check. Now, whenever part of the body stops listening to the others, or when a group is silenced, or when unchecked growth happens at the expense of balance, we call this disease. Take cancer, for example. This occurs when normal functions in the body are disrupted, causing cells to ignore signals to stop replicating themselves, and/or they extract resources from other parts of the body's ecosystem, like stealing blood supply to fuel their expansion and growth. These unchecked cells form tumors, which can remain localized or invade nearby tissues with the aims to spread and again potentially extract from these new environments. But this is only the half of it. Some disease cells also release harmful signals that confuse other cells, changing their behavior. They can even reprogram other cells, recruiting them to help spread the disease. In some cases, cells will then mistakenly attack healthy cells, thinking that they are threats. And even without the influences from harmful cells, other factors like stress, pollution, or diet can alter how genes within cells express themselves. Essentially, they can be switched off or suppressed, which then also contributes to disease. Crucially, a cell's ability to function depends on its environment. The body requires a stable pH balance, neither too acidic nor too alkaline, to sustain its health, and the body of society works the same way. As individuals, we are the cells and organisms that make up the living body of society, one that requires balance, diversity, for individual cells to contribute or function in the way that they were designed to, and thus sustaining all of us, not just a few. It was written that, to each one, the manifestation of the Spirit is given for the common good. To one there is given the Spirit a message of wisdom, to another a message of knowledge by means of the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another gifts of healing by that one Spirit, to another miraculous powers, to another prophecy, to another distinguishing between spirits, to another speaking in different kinds of tongues, and to still another the interpretation of tongues. All of these are the work of one and the same Spirit, and He distributes them to each one just as He determines. If we can come to know this, ourselves, how radical it is to breathe deep enough to retrieve our ancestral gifts, and be reminded that no matter how far we veer off the path, our ancestors will always call us back. We fit together perfectly, in our place, until we picked up on mixed signals designed to confuse and cause the design to be rearranged for a different agenda. Now it's a circus, switched missions, visions, and positions that we were never qualified to receive. And now we perceive ourselves as weak, unable, slow, with too far to go, but only because we left the power of our designated throne, feeling the force of these binary codes projected without our consent, instilling the sense of a safe side of the fence should you choose to exist in both. Don't. A side will be picked, but you won't. And now you feel like a bundle of imperfection, having forgotten that you are the medicine. You are not special, but you are significant. And even if your impact does not seem large, it will be magnificent. You have a gift to find out what it is. Just embrace the yin and go in. Embrace the yin and go in. Embrace the yin, yang, and everything. Find that thing that you're uncomfortable with, ashamed of, or struggling. Share those stories, paint those paintings, weave those scarves, and craft those cards. That's the secret ingredient to your art, your medicine. Dig deep to retrieve. Come forth and give. Colonialism didn't just divide. It took us away from the lineage that would help us to retrieve our ancestral gifts. The practices of gifting our children with names that would remind them of their purpose. Demonizing that which was supposed to keep the collective strong. Now we believe that we have to be everything to everyone. Talk fast, text back, take care of the business, the home, be innovative yet logical, creative and organized. Think and do then think, act, don't talk. But we each have only one simple assignment. Lean into your disposition and do you, no matter what you're told by the colonizing environment. Wake up.
Got it, always had it. Rock of shadows in the attic. Speaking tongues, you know I'm back at it. Devil, he must be maddest. Confidence, always had it. We're just out here forgetting to pack it. So please don't you ask how I manage. I'm covered in magic. I woke up, realized I live in my dreams. Giving big thanks to the vision I see. The illusion still looks like a prism to me. I'm staying close to the physical things. Yeah, I'm here to steward the wealth, guiding the way to pull rooted in self. With each word I speak, I cast beautiful spells. Loosening up with the truth being held. Cause I got it, always had it. Book of shadows in the attic. Speaking tongues, you know I'm back at it. Devil, he must be maddest. Confidence, always had it. We're just out here forgetting to pack it. So please don't you ask how I manage. I'm covered in magic. Cause I got it, always had it. Book of shadows in the attic. Speaking tongues, you know I'm back at it. Devil, he must be maddest. Confidence, always had it. We're just out here forgetting to pack it. So please don't you ask how I manage. I'm covered in magic. Fuck it, I'm clearing the way. Making new space, feeling gifts, being gay. Yesterday I said it, yes to today. Forget about yesterday's version of me. My professional self is a personal thing. Full self-mold, I'm deserving of it. Did I switch it up? Certainly did. Cause I'm at the door and I'm turning the key. People be thinking that I'm being rude, but they got it all twisted and don't have a clue. Not being ditzy or trying to be cute. I'm just autistic and not in the mood. Not reading your cues, but I'm reading your charts. Reading your stars and I'm reading your palms. Reminding my people, healing is art. Out here to speak, but I feel in my heart.
What might happen if we learn to focus on the individual role we play in co-creating new worlds? Moving from hyper-individualism to healthy individualism. Focusing on you is not selfish. Not if the bloom provides fruits for the collective. The illusion is that there is a system to change. But how does the system exist? What is it but made up by each of us in our own cowardice? Our refusal to bow out because it feels too big a risk. But in truth, the world was never your challenge, you are. Don't hear this and forget again. You are the medicine.